Hey everyone, it's Christina from Christina of Light. Thank you for visiting with me here. When you watch my videos, you're always in a protected bubble of love and light, watched over by all my guides and angels. I'm in much gratitude to them for this. This is my Monday energy healing message for anyone called to it or just interested in seeing what I got to say. I hope everyone's doing awesome. This is rhodonite. Look at this beautiful heart-shaped stone. This is what I was called to use when I clear at the end of the message for you all. And it's because we're getting a new heartbeat. We're clearing out all the old residue from everything because we are just, we're fabulous. We're evolving. And we're getting a whole lot of new upgrades. And, we're going through an evolution. We're always evolving anyways, but we're getting a lot of new things. I've spoken in the past about our hand and feet chakras and a floating chakra that we have that floats around us. Some people haven't gotten this, and that's because their vibration that they're in is too much lower to receive these upgrades. And you may say, well, shouldn't we all get them? No, we shouldn't. Because the fact of the matter is there is some of us on the planet who are making the effort, and we are involving evolution in our lives and doing the best to adhere to the guidance that we receive. And then there are those that are supposed to be, but they're not. And then there's some that just will completely not open to any of that. And this is not the government. Everyone just can't be given a blanketed paycheck or whatever, gifts or anything like that, just for being and existing. It doesn't work that way. You actually have to do the work to receive. This is like a video game. When you go to each level, you get different. You have to make the effort to attain new things. It's the same thing when you're here on the planet. You're not going to receive any benefit if you're not putting anything into it. But it's also the same thing when you're manifesting. You can't manifest anything if you're not manifesting. If you're not putting the energy into it, you're not going to receive anything from it because there's nothing there to get it from. I don't know why, but we're going to be utilizing these things too. And they're helping with the clearing. So, this won't be too long of a message. I just wanted to come on here and just really update you because there's a lot of things that I talk about on here that I get in, my readings and downloads and telepathically. However, but I just wanted to kind of bring it all together at this moment in time. What I am also getting when I was sitting down before I started this message, I was really trying to gear in on our bodies because chakras have been in the forefront with us. We're at all of our points on our body. We're receiving joints, excuse me. We're receiving chakras at those as well, and that's to preserve our joints more as we're evolving. We're getting them in our shoulders. We've got 2 sacral chakras now. We got those, and that's to help to harness in all that new love connectivity on the planet, and it's also connecting with our hearts. And the upgrades we're getting with that as well. The back of our kneecaps, and as I said, the feet and the hands. This is the hips right here. shoulders, and where our third eye has become an even larger chakra now. It's got a lot of extra tools attached with it now, of perception, and years down the road, it's going to actually become, a so to speak, a weapon, where we're going to be able to utilize it skillfully, as with our body and outside of it. Now, I've talked in the past about how our sensory perceptions are being upgraded. The whales and the dolphins are helping us to upgrade and harness a sonar. And we're receiving all of these things because we're becoming a different type of being on this planet, and we need to be harnessed with these new items in preparation for that. Also, we're being prepped for the pole shift. We're receiving upgrades in our body and in our mind before that occurs, because when that does occur, we may never have electricity again. We may not, we're going to be in a different situation where, a lot of people are going to die, and who knows when we'll be, if ever, we'll be back online with any sort of technology or anything like that. We may be, from that point on, living back off the land and everything like that. And the sooner you can come to grips with that and realize that, 15 years is not that far from now, because that's what my visions and my guidance has been telling me, that it's going to occur in 15 years. Some would say a little bit out farther than that, but I'm hearing I'm intuiting that we're overdue. It should have already have happened by now. But in any case, we need to be a better equipped human being, because if we're living amongst the elements and going through chaos and conflict for a large amount of time, after that pole shift occurs, we're going to need to be harnessed and armored up, and these new skills and chakras and a whole new alignment in our body is what's going to help us when we get to that point. And that sensory perceptions, as I've said, we're receiving guidance and upgrades from the owls. I've said that in the past, because we're upgrading our peripheral vision. That's so we can see farther around and with more clarity out the back sides of us, because we need to be able to see to protect ourselves, and so on and so forth, as we evolve and move into those times when we're going to need to be better equipped to survive. That cough leads me into to the next thing. We're expanding our throat chakras right now, and I have noticed that for about 2 weeks. Excuse me. I should have just stayed off there, but I wanted to understand why. If you're having any throat issues, tickling in your throat, soreness, coughing, all of a sudden it's going to go away eventually. This is why, and this is across the board for humans, with our throat chakra, we're learning how to convey messaging differently. We're learning, we're harnessing the light codes and the upgrades in our throat chakra. This month of April is going to be very much geared into the throat chakra expansion and utilization of our new skills with them. Where, like, I know my voice runs at a frequency of God, and it was meant to do that because that's how my words need to be conveyed to you all soul wise. So with that, with the sensory perception, this is our nervous system is upgrading. Our all of our veins and intricately woven our fascia in our body where it's being all upgraded and re-netted, just like the fascia of the earth is as well, to be equipped better moving forward in the environments we'll be in and with the energies, frequencies, and vibrations we'll be dealing with. I have mentioned in the past about how I often see myself in a spaceship, being my Arcturian past life, and the panel all around, and it's got all of these different types of settings on it, and that is us maneuvering who we were from the past all the way till now, and in that harnessing where we're getting a new heartbeat, a new pulse. The earth is getting a new pulse, and with that we all need to beat together with our heart. I had posted the heart on my community feed about that. And the thing moving forward now is as we keep getting more and more equipped with these things, also we have a chakra in the back of our neck, as above so below, and we have a floating chakra that actually floats all the way around us, and it's kind of like a protector, and utilizing it for our best purposes and support. So for the support with us moving forward, it's kind of geared into, like, you just have to know your body first of all. You have to know what foods are supporting you. You need to drink plenty of water, electrolyte waters, because of when we're getting the radiation from the sun with our magnetic field, our energetic body around the planet. The magnetic field is very weakened right now during the solar high, and we're receiving a lot of radiation from the sun, and really learning how to maneuver this, what's going on with the sun, what's going on with all the planetary activity, living on Earth, having a spiritual awakening. If you have any, if you're a parent or you have any health issues or anything like that, these things are going to be more exacerbated. So, there's grounding, there's being in water, the ocean, plenty of rest. Sometimes you're not going to be able to sleep because when we're getting different light codes in, it can trigger us to be more active because it's out of our range of scope. We haven't felt it before, so it makes, when we're receiving it, it makes us very antsy and anxiety driven. We're becoming more and more keenly aware and drawn to healthier foods. And that's because as we become more and more crystalline and ethereal in nature, we need to support our bodies and more of an awareness of what supports it and what doesn't. And that's really the divide that's going on right now. What's healthy for us and what isn't, what's fixing the problems and what isn't. There's really a big distinct black and white in things. And if you can try to harness yourself into a place of observer and being centered and grounded and really not dip too much into the energy of right now and just kind of observe it more than anything, especially because these the upgrades that we're going through require so much energy. reciprocal energy, to help support being a more energetic being, eating healthier, sleeping, water, tending to one's environment around them and not being caught up in the people, places, and things in our lives to our detriment, and how important that is. Exercise is extremely important, especially for those of us like me who are very high energy people. Even setting aside getting in any light codes and extra upgrades and stuff like that, I am a high energy person normally. That's how I function. And a lot of people that are having a hard time maneuvering the energy right now are high energy people, because they don't know how to harness and maneuver the energies to properly suit their lives and how to tend to their temple while still existing in a 3D world, because you still need to be out there. Even though you've been in a hermit mode, healing and stuff like that, it's time to come out of those places of darkness where we've been doing a lot of work or exacerbating addictions. It's an either or thing for people right now. Like I said, it's that black and white. There's a segment of the population that is evolving out of addictions, bad patterning, family traumas, ancestral traumas, and making it to the other side, because we're all afforded that energy. It's just, will you accept it? And there is a segment of this population that isn't accepting it, that will fall away, and they just won't mean anything to us, because we're becoming more and more geared into what the journey is moving forward, and that requires us to be focused in on it, and to the energies around us, and really learning how to maneuver life in this new way of being. And how that is to support you is, it's going to be across the gamut, whether, like I'm a Reiki master, I was a massage therapist, I know how to work with herbs and nutrition, and I can intuit your health and things like this. And this is the things that we're evolving into. I was a healer in all my lifetimes. I've just become more and more equipped in all of my journeys to become this and be called to duty with my contract with God in the light, to be here on the planet at this time, to be a leader and to be a teacher, and to teach many things, but most of all, how to harness and be in our new love connectivity that's coming in. And how to really integrate that into every aspect of our life. And the thing about this time is it's just really poignant for human beings, because we're not only releasing massive amounts of stuff that from the planet, from ancestors and lineages and etc., but we're taking in a ton at the same time of evolution of light codes and upgrades for our body to become that much more powerful, living our lives. And this is where that unity, that love connectivity really comes into play, because it's in that connectivity we connect with others and we help to uplift them, and then they do the same with other people as well. And it really affords us all the connectivity of a collective healing, and most of all, forgiveness. Forgiveness is incredibly healing for the body, as is in colors and singing bowls, being with animals, being out in nature. There's depending on what your hobbies are and things like that, and creating things for other people. And it's really where we're moving into. This is going to be the same thing in workplaces, where we're harnessing positive love connectivity in the workplace as well, and working as a perfect unit, a team unit, to attain a goal. And that's, we all fill in a void in that to help us all drive to that place of excellence and higher standards. And you know, it's a really beautiful time to be alive with so much being released in this generation right now, just to harness all new kinds of things. And, you know, when I've talked about my Arcturian self and being in the spaceship and having a little pod ship, being with the panel and having all kinds of ways to help evolve from past lives into new lives, and harnessing all of those equipments that help to broaden that scope and the work that I do, that I'll be teaching others to as well. So I was told to bring in the selenite, the Palo Santo, and the shell. I want you all to just kind of sit quietly for a second, and I want you to breathe in really belly deep breaths, okay? And then blow out. 1, 2, 3. Center. Hands together over your heart in prayer position. And I'm going to hold this up, and I'm going to count to 50. And I just want you to just breathe gently and focus in on the rhodonite heart. This is going to help us to clear any residue that's no longer needed in our body for where we're going, to help allow all the new that's waiting to come in now. In that, for the next week, that connectivity in our bodies and that sensory perceptions and are really going to be broadened because of, you know, us receiving a new heartbeat, a new pulse, a new connectivity. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up and I'm going to count to 50. I'll be nice and gentle with my wording. You just, you know, remain centered, staring at the rhodonite, and allow your body to release so it makes space for all the new that's waiting to come in, okay? So I'm going to count down, and then just look at the heart, okay? Breathing gently and centered. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to your center. Hands over your heart in prayer position. It is now so, so be it, and so it is. Breathe in. Breathe out. And with one final cleansing, I'm going to hold these up for the count of 10. The Palo Santo, the selenite, the conch shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to center. Hands in prayer position over your heart. Is now so, so be it, and so it shall be. Amen. All right, so I hope this helped you out a little bit. I'm always getting information on this, so I will continue to keep you up to date on that. And I kind of brought a lot of what's been going on together for this, because enough had come back, you know, to the point where I really felt it was necessary to address all that the information I had been receiving, so everyone can really get it all tied up together and really know what it is that, you know, we're evolving into. So anyways, folks, I just wanted to get on here and let you hear that message. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow. I have a God-channeled message on my Tuesday Cosmic Eye message for anyone that might be interested in that. And until then, oh, and I got a business reading for Wednesday as well, money alert. Peace and love. I love you. Bye. Have a great night, honey.